unparalleled expertise and experience, Pearlman brings the world of freedom of information alive for his readers. He also challenges us to remain vigilant lest we lose ground in the battle against secrecy. When it comes to the subject of FOI, it goes without saying that what Pearlman has to say is worth reading.
Welcome to Law First Publishing Theater. Our guest today is Mitch Pearlman. Mitch is the author of the Law First bestseller, Piercing the Veil of Secrecy. Mitch, welcome today.
Thanks for having me.
Mitch, why did you decide to write this book?
In 2005, I was about to retire after 30-some years as the executive director of the Connecticut Freedom of Information Commission, and had to start figuring out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Well, on my bucket list was to do some serious writing. I've always written throughout my career, but I thought I really had enough material for a book-length publication. When I thought about it, what I had both learned in my career and what I had taught in my career, I thought was a good subject for a book, and that was the genesis of Piercing the Veil of Secrecy.
You're a lawyer. You've been in law for at least 40 years.
Yeah, over 40 years now.
Is this book just for lawyers?
No, I actually wrote it so that it could be used by, be beneficial to anyone who is interested in democracy, civics, not just here in the United States or here in Connecticut, but around the world. So it's really written for lay people who are interested in government and good governance issues like transparency, ethics in government, avoiding corruption, things like that.
You've been invited to speak to leaders in various states and countries around the world. I know not too long ago you were in the Middle East. What do you bring back from these experiences?
Well, I've gained a number of things. First of all, I've made many friends in many different countries who are still dear to me, and we keep in touch. But also I got to understand that the issues that we face in governance in the United States, a well-established democracy, are very much the same issues that exist both in second and third world countries. The issues of the appropriate use of power by those in government, and the notion that whether it's culturally acceptable or not, that corruption, power breeds corruption, and you need good governance laws and an understanding of those laws to help stop that kind of activity.
You wrote this book a couple years ago. Is it still relevant today?
I think so. As I turn the pages periodically to see whether anything is outdated, certainly the history lessons are equally valid today as they were when I wrote it. I also took the opportunity to make some short-range and long-range predictions towards the end of the book. I'm seeing some of those predictions starting to come to fruition. Nothing has really been, that I found in the book is outdated. There were some questions that I asked, for example, how well the Obama administration would do in transparency, which was an open question then. We're getting some answers now, but certainly the book hasn't been written on even that administration's efforts in transparency.
One of my favorite chapters is a chapter, it's almost science fiction-y, is freedom of information and that sort of thing in the future as we go through planets and explore the moon and that sort of thing. Could you make any comment on that?
I think so far my predictions may come out to be pretty accurate. In recent years, of course, the United States, which had pretty much had a monopoly on space exploration, is cutting back significantly, and a lot of space exploration is being done collectively with other countries, as I predicted in the book, and even with private enterprise, as I predicted in the book. And as a result of these collaborations, more and more information is going to have to be shared, and there has to be greater transparency, not only between governments, but between governments and those people who want to participate in the exploration of outer space. So I think that issue is out there, and I think my predictions may well come to pass in that regard.
Great. Mitch, are you currently working on any writing projects now?
As a matter of fact, Louis, I am. One of my bucket lists, once I finish this book on piercing the veil of secrecy, I wanted to try my hand at fiction writing. So I'm now working on a novel, which working copy is This Is My Sword. It covers a period of time from 4,000 years to the present, or near future. And I hope I can finish it before my time is up on this planet.
Great. Well, Mitch, it's been great having you here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much for tuning in today to Law First Publishing Theater. Our guest has been Mitch Pearlman.